We've got Will and Dennis.
Okay.
Looks like we got Yoda Muning versus Invasion.
Interesting. Okay. Another
Oh, Obi
another
Muning. Sorry,
invasion.
Obi. Yeah, another Invasion player. I know a couple of our new ally comrades played Invasion today. This is not an updated topic that's scrolling, right? Yeah. So we're holding off to see an updated top eight. Invasion looked at the standings or just tuning in. Uh, Charlie
It'll be
Arlen.
soon.
Okay,
I'm gonna work on it right
cool.
now. Give
Char-
me like 5 minutes.
yeah, no rush. Charlie Arlinson and Bat Mouse, Anthony
Yeah.
Howard are both X and one, so they're in. Greg
Great. Sam.
Saw is X and one. He's playing a teammate,
So I imagine Greg
Sam.
will
Will scoop. He'll
scoop.
go X and two, and then if Sam is X and two, that will put him in two, which is an
Yeah.
amazing run by Sam. He started off 0 and 2, turn around and then pick up 5 wins in a row, and then get the luck of the draw to face a teammate and scoop then.
Yeah. Sam's accent too, right?
I would assume so. I'm not sure. I think there's a lot of pair up and downs, but regardless, Greg will scoop to him and give him a chance, even if he's X and three.
Yeah.
But we'll have the standing shortly, for sure. Okay, Invasion. Kind of a surprise deck of the day. We know that 4 people showed up with Invasion. This is a deck that at least our team had talked about that we like to play. We see that Will has started um, two traditional things with obviously the very powerful combo effect that will give him activation, lets him pull a docking bay, lets him get around neighboring inconsequential losses, so you can forfeit his blasters to use pile. And what better to go with your blasters than an entire legion of his best troops in order to make them Destiny +2?
Yeah.
So
So
those
so a little bit
Destiny
different
6,
than this
yeah.
is a little bit different than what we saw Charlie play. Charlie had the mall effects.
Yeah, Charlie tried the mall effect. Charlie floats the Destiny +2 effect. Um, and so we
So
see
I
that. Go ahead.
don't think we'll be seeing Lone Hunter in this game, which
Yeah,
could make all the difference.
it could. Yeah. Not being able to swing through so many guys, but we're going to see a lot of high destinies because we see him double backing to grab for long.
Yep.
I just gotta.
It is Dennis on the Tatooine system. Do we know?
Dennis would be on the Tatooine system,
And Celebration, right?
and I'm getting chats from Sam right now asking what he should play for day two. So I'm pretty confident he did go X into.
Awesome. I've got an answer for him. Kind of digging these Kylo sleeves. What about you?
Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I do like these gala sleeves a lot. I custom made. Are these PC sleeves?
Not sure what these are. So Dan and I were talking about this a little bit. Invasion, one of those decks, kept getting a helper here and there a little
Captain
bit.
Helper. Captain Helper. Yeah. This
Then
effect is
eventually I just think
so
it's
good.
got a lot of good stuff going
This
for it.
effect is so powerful. The fact that it affects pulls a 1-0, gives you activation. The forfeit +2 is outrageously powerful. They give it a reacting chip that's forfeit 9. Protection from Ellis or from Neighboring is something that a lot of decks are not built in. So we see Will grab up a Q2 feed site.
Yep, gets the Coruscant docking bay and the two-tooth generator site.
I've been informed the sleeves are FFG sleeves. Lots of cool ones, bad quality.
So do you think that Dennis is going to try to contest Naboo in this game, or do you think he's just going to stick to Tatooine?
No, I think he can't really. So the problem with contesting Naboo is in the ship flies away,
Oh, I
and
meant
they.
just the system
Oh,
engine.
the sights.
Yeah,
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it kind of flows. So
yeah.
he's
Obviously, going to the
celebrating.
system is tough.
So he's celebrating. So the celebration lets him, um, kind of keep up in the damage race. And so that makes a big difference.
Yeah, if
Than
you
like
keep
a
celebration going.
right. If you can keep celebration going on a couple sites, just do his own draining, kind of just be hands off. That really matters. That can really shift things.
Really root for Dennis because he's also on my fantasy team.
Do tell, Jeremy, who's your
I have
fantasy team?
Greg Shaw, Yoshi, and Dennis.
Greg Shaw, Yoshi, and Dennis.
Yep.
Well, you've got Greg Shaw and Yoshi already.
Also, I threw Tom Marlin in there because he's a fellow Gem Slicer.
Nice.
He didn't not do well this tournament, but it's a
So
good guy.
really strong setup on turn one here for Invasion. He's
Jeez,
put
yeah.
out
All the sites.
every single site. He's playing all the feed sites. So this is very different than the build that we've been tossing around. So we got Naboo. We have all the various Naboo sites. Obviously got Forlom here. I mean, he's activating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 of his own stuff. He's also giving up 7 icons. No, he's
Yeah.
giving up 8 icons. He's playing combat.
I mean, is there a world where you hold these sites, or do you just play them for activation?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't play an invasion list that has all these sites. I like playing the grid. So there's our broken effect of the game of the day. I can't believe he's gone.
Yep, good opening hand that.
Can't believe we printed the card. Just kidding. I actually think it's very well balanced. I think it's fun, and I like this deck. I hope we don't know about it. But anyways, is that the farm?
I don't know what that is. Must be.
Is that,
That
is that
hump.
an A? Do we have an
Yeah.
AI of the farm?
Little hump must be the HUD. So yeah, looks like the farm.
Um, hmm.
All right, so yeah, it has to be the farm because now he's getting Mos Eisley.
Yeah.
It's the AI for this event. Okay, that's cool. All right, yeah. And 3P turn one. It's a good turn for Dennis too.
Yeah, it is. It's getting all this stuff. So, no, what Dennis really wants, or hope to have, if he can't get it already, is
What was that, Drew?
he wants like a use pile pull. I mean, he needs to. I think he wants to. Ideally, for Dennis, would be to put some pressure on.
Yeah, just put a Luke out.
I mean, it's a little worrisome when your opponent's activating 18 force or whatever. I mean, like, even with the effect and Luke's high power, like, got every card in the game you want. But Dennis is just wrong, it looks like.
Okay, playing a conservative.
Well, so one thing that Will's definitely got going for him that is a little bit different from some invasion lists is the fact that he can do a lot of damage. I mean, he's got 2 drain, 2 six in there, right? So
Yeah.
he can basically choose to not engage if he doesn't want to. So Dan pointed out we have 8 people in the top 8 who are X and 2. Joe is 8th at 4 and 3, but there's a lot of 4 and 3s. So the tiebreaker math will be very interesting after this.
Could be some broken hearts, feel.
There's gonna be a lot of broken hearts. I think not every X and 3 will make it. Which horses? 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 with the extra from the boo, 15 for self.
Yeah, counting 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 because of the effect, 15 for yourself. Yeah, I see 15. Feels low. Feels like it should be like 80,
80.
80, 80 for us. All right, let's see what we got here. Delta Dauphine is the blockade flagship. Give yourself some immunity. Hao, a
Okay.
truly annoying card.
Yeah, especially
Cancel
in this deck.
drains. Cancel drains, more forfeit. Very solid setup there. Dennis peeking away at his force pile.
We see Maul to the
Yep,
generator core. It's a good place for him.
good place. So, probably needs maybe a little backup. I mean, he's just drawing some cards, it looks like. Yeah, maybe a little, Luke can come down there, hit him, be power 10, maybe cause overflow, right? So, but certainly no shortage of tricks you could have. Could have a sniper, could
Oh,
have a, oh, took out the tape.
yep.
Sniper could be strong. Force push, we've seen some pretty strong force pushes today. The force pusher, Dark Daddy out of battle is very powerful. No flip or no looking for a flip here. Doesn't want to put the Nemodian with Maul at the 2-1, just wants to set up his drain of 3 on the ground.
Yeah, you probably want a little more in space too before you flip.
I think that's okay. I mean, you have a lot of forfeit. His House forfeit 6, their Fine's forfeit. Isn't he forfeit 8? Right? So you could probably comfortably flip. But it's more like, do you have another Nemodian you want to put it at 2-1? Kind of.
Yeah.
And so we see Master Luke come to the 2-1, come to the throne room.
Okay, so he's
So Dennis wants
he
to
is
block. Yeah.
definitely contesting the throne room.
Yeah.
Did
Dennis
not
wants to.
work out for the last community player we saw against Charlie.
Mm-hmm. But might be a bit stronger here. It's a bit stronger when Maul's already committed
Yeah, when your best character is
because,
that.
well, and also there's not that many dudes of ability grade 3. There's Sidious and there's Nuke, and that's it. Right?
Yeah,
So
and
the
Maul
guys who've
turns
been
off the droids, right? Or I mean, Luke turns off the droids, right?
Luke makes it so the droids can't draw through.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty good.
does look like that Dennis tried to go find a lightsaber and he did not succeed. Or a sight, didn't try to verify. A little surprised he didn't verify with Master Luke first.
Leia Rebel Princess, it's pretty good.
Leia Rebel Princess is a real nice card against
And her
decks
blast
that
roof.
can't have bounty. Yeah. When a deck doesn't have Tarkin's bounty, Leia Rebel Princess does a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we've learned throughout the. Oh, there's the lightsaber. Okay, so now he's setting up pretty strong. So I think Dennis's plan here will be to not play his system. So I'm pretty sure his deck has the system. But if he doesn't play the system, now Invasion is stuck at a non-battleground for the whole game at their system. Which means if he wants to flip, he has to come fight Leia and he has to come fight that Luke. That Leia is so powerful with the effect, right? The fact you can add +1 of those blaster shots is something, right?
Yeah. Was that
And it,
intentional when designing that card, or do you think that might have been an oversight?
it's not my favorite interaction, honestly. Like Leia's blaster is probably already too powerful card. It's not a thing we should have really encouraged. But I think overall the deck is in a good spot. I think it's enjoyable. It's fun. It battles. It does neat things. Um, but yeah, I mean those two together are a pretty strong setup for Dennis. So importantly, Dennis does not get used pile pulls for these. Obviously, he doesn't get to use the revival tech in the effect either, right?
It's true.
So he's committing strong to there, and he's putting out a bunch of locations. Like it could be one thing that Will decides to do is like, okay, well,
Yeah.
this deck
All right.
doesn't have a ton of characters either, right? Luke and Leia are your two best. So maybe he just
Yeah,
drops a couple droids over to Cantina and Mos Eisley
like he could just put a droid at every site on Tatooine, and
and start draining away. And
if he's got the blaster ping effects, you could really rack up the damage.
yeah, and Dennis can't neighbor him, or you can only neighbor him to an exterior site during. But no, he can't neighbor him because he's inside the throne, right? So, the fact that the effect shuts down neighboring really opens up a lot of breathing room
Yeah,
for
Dennis
X-Wing.
saved 5 force here.
Hmm?
It's a lot
I
of
mean, he
force.
he was activating like 20, so um, I mean, Dennis is
These
activating 6,
players won't have any problem activating this game.
12, 30, 40, 50. I mean, he's literally activating, I think, 18 now. 18. So he probably just found what he needed. I mean, you reach a point when you activate that much life force that like you need to stop drawing, or you're like taking away your ability to like deploy things,
Yeah.
right?
So Leia is shutting down this drain of 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess does Will have to just accept the fact and just try to get
I
all
don't
these
know. It's
Leia
such a losing
triggers out?
proposition that over the next 2 turns, I don't know. It's always tough. I think if he thinks he has to battle into there to win anyways, then he might as well not win, right? Like if
Yeah.
he's like, I have no way to win if he doesn't put out the other system and just sits there and drains. But it looks like he is not. Did the stream
This
go a
might be
little blurry for you?
Sidious. Yeah, it's a little blurry, but
We can see well enough.
so this might be Sidious here. It's a lot of force.
Scipio dies.
He
Quite
was
a lot of force.
debating where to put him. Oh, this is Tyrannus or Dooku? Right.
I believe that is the episode 1-1. The deployments of episode 1 site.
So Tyrannus.
Tyrannus. Hard to see, but I think, yeah, I'm with Tyrannus.
I think it is Tyrannus.
That's
Oh, okay. So
some battle droid. Which one is that?
is this the one that lets your guys move for free?
I don't know, but
All
Maul's
right.
joining the
Well, I'm
fun.
looking at battle droids now. I had to do this last time.
If anyone
Animation
knows
was on screen.
trivia question, which battle droid is that? We're all involved. Tell me what battle droid that is.
It is the battle droid officer.
The battle droid officer. Okay.
Yeah. He's leader, power 3, armor 4. Your infantry battle droids deploy -1 to same site, while with another battle droid adds 1 to your total battle destiny here. Your battle droids may move to the site for free.
Right. And obviously, part of this is that he's just a droid. He can go to the racks and do all that good stuff. So we see, it looks like a walkling for celebration, which is obviously the 5-4.
Do you like Dennis playing Tatooine system here?
No, I don't know if I love it, but we'll see.
I mean, maybe he's just grabbing this as an option, but I'd almost would like projection more if he's playing projection.
Probably not playing projection. He's probably playing Unita, which is obviously a very versatile card to pick up with him.
Yeah, this might just be a backup option for Dennis if he feels like he needs to start celebrating. Because it looks like Will is committed to trying to battle here and trying to take the throne room.
Dennis is activating however much force he so wishes.
I mean, Maul is pretty good, but this is not a great stack of characters for Will.
No, it's not. One weapon, right? Luke can hit someone. Leia can shoot the droids, probably. The Leia could get feisty and try to shoot Maul. I mean, she could hit him with the 5, depending on the draw. He doesn't have a lot more characters. We can still add like a Rey and a Lando or something. Right? That'd be quite stack.
Tyrannus does get to redraw though, so that could
That is good.
be
Yeah.
a huge play he if Dennis hits somebody with or tries to
Leia.
hit somebody with Leia's gun.
See, where's Han after he's activated? A lot. Maybe he just wants to
I guess he just
put
knows
it
that
back. Maybe he has it in hand or
maybe he
knows
just
it's
knows
like a
it's down
body.
there.
Guess. I guess 3PO. So maybe 3PO it back.
Yeah. I think I did see it. I think you pulled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean, you can pretty safely put invasion on just the one chip. So if he wants to set up celebration, put down Hunter the Falcon, put down a couple guys, get celebration going. But he doesn't even have a lost pile yet. So
Yeah, there's no rush to do this.
right.
If you're Dennis, you just put a few more guys in the burn room in battle.
I mean, Dennis could also just move to the 3-2. It's still not a battleground. Oh, the system isn't. That was gonna
Oh,
mess.
right. Because there's no so messing Maul. You can't mess
You can't mess
Tyrannus.
Dooku or Tyrannus. Since okay.
Okay.
Since is a hit, which is not a guarantee in a deck that I imagine is playing a lot of droids.
Well, he does
The
have
droid
Lord
blasters.
Sidious and Tyrannus, right?
Yeah, but he has Destiny 8 blasters.
They're only Destiny 8 when
Oh,
dropped
for
from
battle
your
weapon,
battle
yes, of
list.
course.
Yeah.
That's why I choke people with aura things.
There's pretty good sense there.
There's a good sense
Dennis
though.
does have the Sense Shield out too, so okay.
He does it.
So it's not free for Will.
So the blowout, I'm not going to happen. And I think Dennis is. I mean, again, Dennis kind of has two choices here. You could either just set up at Tatooine and just move Luke and Leia, right? Like
Yeah.
that's not bad. That kind of puts, I think, pressure back on Will because again, it's going to be another turn where Will is not draining. So I guess you can pay three. Oh no, because it's Leia, right? So you can't
Right.
drain in space because it's not a battleground yet.
Also, if Dennis is feeling frisky, he could move them over and maybe bait Will into trying to flip, and then come at him in space.
Yeah,
Well,
or
no,
just
here's Tatooine.
I don't think he's going to come at him in space. I don't think he has the ability to clear out all those high forfeits. And also, like, you can put a droid with a blaster up there, a forfeit blaster to use. Like, you're not clearing them out of space, but you can definitely do what he's doing here. You can throw down Hanchu, got them to Tatooine, and just run away. Just, this is what invasion strength is if you run away from them, you're running them on battleground. You see
Here's with
Lando,
Lando. Gets a use pile pull.
use Bob Paul. I would be surprised if it's like a Ray, go to the cantina and get a use pile pull celebration and basically say, all right, now I've got damage, I've got retrieval. Show me you can answer this or do something about it.
There's Anakin. We'll see the celebration.
Yeah, pretty high level of confidence here from the bionic hand. Just to give Luke some more immunity. Now you can also swap a card out for the sorry about the
Sorry
mess.
about the mess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is again putting good pressure. Okay, so he's just moving over.
Yep. Right.
There's a lot of pressure now
It's
on
a good
the side,
turn. Good turn for
right?
Dennis.
Well, it's such a clean setup, and now Will's gonna have to start hitting away things one for one across the whole board, right?
Which evasion is good at. But
It's good at it, but yeah, I mean, he can clear out this Anakin and Lando, right? He can play a couple droids, but he's got to pour his resources. I mean, first he still has to just play an emoji into one, which he hasn't even done that yet. He can't drain there because of Leia, or he can't drain profitably there because of Leia. He has to move over Tatooine to put pressure on Hunter Falcon. This is like a lot of things he has to like plug up, right?
yeah.
And so, well, he has the resources for it. I don't think he necessarily has like the time or the like. I mean, it just reaches a point where there's only so many cards in your hand.
Can you tell if Will has a big hand or not?
I cannot. He should have a fairly large hand. I mean, he's activated every force possible. There's no more force than the ones that could be activated.
Yeah, so if you're Will here, you really have to try to clear both Anakin and Lando.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tough though, because then he's gonna possibly eat a drain of 4 next turn.
Mm-hmm. Will has a decent sized hand at the point.
Looks like he saved 2 or 3 force in this deck, so we could see droid gun, clear Lando, clear Anakin.
Yeah,
But
but it'll be
the problem with
gun
that
to
is
yeah.
the effect can just bring Lando back.
The effect brings Lando back. The effect also means he's probably going to be able to crack needing to draw when he needs to clear both the gun and the droid. Right. So you see new gun, right?
Okay, so there's the flip,
There's the flip.
giving Dennis even more force to work with.
Well,
But
his
that
guy's
does
the
cap the drain of 4-2 now, so that's good.
yeah. I mean, he could pull resistance obviously if he needed to.
Well, he might not
Another
be at
set.
3 battlegrounds. It's all said and done.
Yeah, what would matter a lot here would be first strike would help a lot. There's a droid.
Okay, security battle droid.
See aim high, right?
No, that was Yavin 4th Century.
Oh yeah.
So B2 battle droid. I assume that's what that is, right?
It got very blurry for me, so I really can't see it.
I think it's the AI B2 battle droid. Is this the boom and backup?
Ooh, and backup.
Oh, Sidious. Okay.
He's just going real hard at the candy now. Still not going to cause overflow in Anakin, but it might be. Let's see what else here. Is that
Entrench in
trench?
space.
So now he's going to go pressure Tatooine.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, he needs to pressure Tatooine. I think also like next turn he just has to start trying to drain through Leia and just suck it up. I mean, eventually you need to get your drain of 3 going.
Okay, so he battles Anakin. See if Dennis has like dodge or something.
He has what's that?
Rewrite to suspend Tire Legion. I think you gotta grab that if you're Will. I think that card is just too good against your deck.
Yeah,
Because it pops droids off the rack, right? It suspends your effect.
that doesn't pop droids off the rack. That's what structure effective repairs combo does.
Oh, there's so many combos now that do everything.
No sure it's a combo. And then he's playing Return of a Jedi. Okay, so Return of a Jedi is basically the same thing as playing Blue Chips. He's gonna let him clear. I mean, Sidious sitting in the cantina is very strong against OBB. Are you very blurry or is it just me?
It's a little blurry, not very blurry.
I guess I'll do a refresh.
Okay, so wheel draws a 5 and then an 8.
Those are destinies.
Yeah. And I didn't see that first card that Dennis drew.
Yeah, this battle should have been free. Well, Anakin's a May ability, so if he doesn't use it, that's
It's true.
looks like a 1 and a red card. Yeah, 1 and 5. And so Anakin would make
I
him
think he
plus
added
2.
1 to the saber.
So it's basically 3 to the totals, be 8, 11, 16. You said he drew a. Oh, is that you have your moments?
Oof, that's a 2, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Will drew a 5 and an 8.
5 and a 6. He's suspended.
Oh, right. Yeah, he suspended that. Losing Luke Saber.
He definitely drew low here, and obviously doesn't seem to have the Hujix. Looks like he's going to lose Sidious.
Yeah, I mean, the two
He
battle
keep the
droids
battle droids together.
draw 2 if unable to otherwise, right?
He loses Saber and Anakin.
Is that all he had to lose there?
Apparently so.
Is that all that Dennis had to lose there?
I said apparently so. I mean, he does get +3 total on his destinies with the effect and Anakin having one each. Also, I think he drew moments, but it wasn't clear, to be honest.
I guess the droids themselves are not high power.
No.
Neither is Sidious.
Sidious is a 5, right?
Ooh, good point from Ryan. I don't know if so. It was a perimeter scan that he drew. So it was a 4.
Oh, okay. So it's a 5 with Anakin.
But Ryan's pointing out that Will could have pooped it with evasion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did not poop.
Did he not move to Tatooine?
He did not move to Tatooine.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that a lot at all.
I mean, yeah, you can reduce the drain with Tay How, but
Yeah, but you want to pressure Hanji and Falcon to have to run away to
yeah,
then cancel celebration, put him in a non-battle. Like you're much stronger than he is in space. Find a command, make your ship fully immune, like with trench.
I mean, I guess this saves him the resistance pull, but
He doesn't need to pull resistance. He has the effect.
oh, he moved his guys over. Okay, I didn't even
And he
notice.
moved these guys over anyways.
I didn't even notice he moved his guys. Well, if he had moved the blockade flagship, he would have flipped. So we would have had to pull resistance had he not blocked the strain.
No, he flips. He doesn't flip until he controls the boot. It doesn't. It flips when your opponent controls one of them. So
Oh,
if you just leave
not
it,
when you control. Okay, I
yeah,
got
if
you.
you just leave it open, then it's not flip.
I got you. You can tell I play a lot of Invasion.
Well, this is like a big reason why we wanted to play Invasion, is because well, like don't read all the card. I mean, like it's just a deck people aren't used to. In addition to feeling like it has a pretty solid.
Okay, so we see a shuffle and he chooses one with
I think he drained
celebration.
one, shuffled, retrieved one, putting Lando right in front of those droids. So I would imagine follow up to that. See pretty high destinies. Is that a
Yeah, see another.
revolution?
I think it's Fall of Legend. Your favorite card.
I do love Fall. It's a Destiny 6. I'm gonna guess there's probably a Ray, but some other character is gonna join this stack. He's gonna get two
Yeah,
destinies. He'll clear out the droids. The droids will go to the racks, but
but that is force intensive.
it's force
He is
intensive.
activating a lot of
And,
force, but it's
and there's
still
Yoda, and
adds
Yoda's
up.
fully immune. Yoda apparently not to there, but to there. I don't really know what that Lando is gonna do against these droids.
Man, Leia Rebel Princess is super annoying because Dennis doesn't even, he's not even incentivized to fight here.
It's too good. I just wish we could ban cards and we could ban that one. It's on my ban list.
Okay, Dennis is deciding to put Yoda with Lando, it looks like.
I mean, it seems pretty strong, right? You get to be fully immune.
Yeah, and you could just put Lando back if you lose him.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really powerful.
Not sure what that. Dennis just lost a force.
No, he played Return of a Jedi. There's a battle going on
Oh, we're in battle phase. Okay,
because you just Jedi left him.
so Dennis getting 3 destiny here, adding 3 to power. Maybe.
I even think he might be just overflowing these droids.
He's debating if he wants to take Anakin to hand or just redraw. Takes him into hand. So first one's a 1. I don't know what card that was.
Some perhaps not legal AI.
Yeah, but a 4. So 5 and like maybe a 4 or a 5.
I do want to point out that, like Cersei said, John is not using his objective at all to place any interrupt out of play.
Yeah, but John does draw high here. A
He
6
does
and an
draw
8.
high. Yeah, but Yoda's fully immune. So 14. Okay, he's going to lose Lando. Let's see if he brings. He's reading his card, which means he's going to bring Lando back.
Is it any site or just the same site?
Same side.
Okay.
Same Tatooine site.
It's pretty good.
Dennis did go first Cantina, then Throne Room, then back to Cantina.
Yep.
At a rotating Yoda.
So we're seeing you are beaten here.
We're seeing Clash of Sabers.
Clash of Sabers. Whatever. Same thing.
Oh, does he have a battle here too? That's sick. The Clash is Maul morphs into a tutu. I mean, if he doesn't get here, that's gonna be some bad news. I actually don't know if I love this battle for Dennis.
Yeah, I just think it's unnecessary.
Also, like he's gonna lose someone potentially if John draws. So John doesn't redraw with Tyrannus. But he's gonna have to lose Luke or Leia if John draws a 5.
This is Will. This Will.
Will, I'm sorry. I'm not really quite sure. I don't like this very much.
Yeah. You just move your guys back to the throne room, so go.
He's gonna try to go for lethal here, basically. Play Return of a Jedi to add a destiny.
A lot of magic references. Sure. Are you playing magic again?
Oh, well, lethal. Dead is dead, no matter what game you play. That's a 3. I know that's the Return of the Jedi. He
Oh, I think Will
added.
remembered it that time.
Remember what?
The
Oh, that place.
invasion text.
Well,
Although
no,
it
because
knows how to
invasion.
play.
No, invasion is a place how to play. He hasn't placed anything how to play. That's a lot of power. That's power 21, 24, power 11, and he's forfeit 0. I know Luke's power plus 2. This is like, yeah, this is lethal.
If he doesn't have the kick.
If they have a kick, of course. If he has a kick, of course it's not. If we're still doing math, I'd just be like, here's my kick. Luke is power 7, 10, plus 11, 21, 26. 26 to whatever, 10. He does have to lose Leia. Lose your Leia. Just you're in the lost spot.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not losing Luke, so. There you go. If Will has a kick here, it's not terrible.
Will's a Gek. I think he's very much in the game. Yep.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay. That's good.
And he's grabbing the kick. He's
Grabbing
grabbing the
kick.
kick.
Okay.
Not unreasonable. Basically do another battle like that, right? Because you can swap out with Bionic Hand, clash again, right? So
Yeah. I think Will be leaving Luke alone for the remainder of game. Be my guess.
I can't believe he's the card that we didn't know what it was that was drawn for Destiny is that I can't believe he's gone with John Anderson AI. I've been told.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's
That's
pretty
pretty
cool.
sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Looks like he wackling back the gun.
Yep.
Still has like 4 or 5 force in his force pile. He's just gonna chill out there with Luke versus Maul. Maul can't battle him. So just be blocking that drain at 3.
He is going to take a drain of 2 and 2 though.
He's
This next
gonna
turn.
take a drain of 2 and 2. And he's going to pay maintenance for Lando, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Yes. I know he's through dealing.
No.
He is not going to pay maintenance for Lando. Garrett, you can pay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Needs to go under. Yeah. There. Okay. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. That was not too bad for Will, honestly.
No, not bad at all. Now he comes back with a drain of 4. He can basically throw those same droids. What's this effect? So signed. Garrett, what's the effect?
No clue what this is. Will also doesn't know what this is. Is it sand?
Drake Force and another Return of the Jedi. Sniper Luke. Ooh.
This is good. Okay.
This could be really bad for Will.
Yeah, I'm sure he tracked the 5 and the 6 here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ouch.
Ouch.
That's huge. Yeah,
That is
I
huge.
did not love that battle. He's really getting punished for that battle now.
Yeah. He could have just kept running away and basically just put himself ahead on those.
Yeah, so now he's taking a drain of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's big. 7 with these droids coming back. Now I think if you're Will, you just throw those droids like into the swamp or something.
Yeah, just go wide.
He's got to be careful, right? Dick has been grabbed,
True.
so he can't be too wide, but he should be quite ahead on damage. He's reading Lando. Clearly has some plans. And if you could clean out that cantina. But see, this is where you gotta, man, if he had moved in front of Tatooine last turn, this would be a real pressure cooker situation.
Definitely. see what Will decides to do here. I don't know if you want to fight the Cantina, but then again, I mean, you're drawing 2 Destiny. I mean, Yoda's immune, which kind of makes it tough, but
Yeah, I don't love fighting Cantina. I mean, Yoda's immune. He's gonna have 18 power, right? Because he's gonna retrieve fall and add it to Lando. 17 power. I think you go wide. I think you try to get your drains in and just yeah, there you go. Big Dick is grabbed, and Luke does come back with a saber, and these guys draw no battle destiny against Luke, right? So if there's another Luke here, it could make a big difference. Might actually end up the sniper on the Luke was good for Dennis because it lets him get the Luke out to a different location.
yeah, he could just put Luke back on Tatooine, get a use pile search, get the saber back.
Grievous, ooh, Grievous steals a saber.
Oof.
He
All right,
does have
so
both lightsabers in his lost pile, so Luke will be able to get a saber. Right? Like if he steals Anakin's, Luke's is still there, and vice versa. But now, importantly, his ability 4 at all locations.
yep, that's a good point.
So
It's gonna
Dennis
be tough for
can.
Dennis because where do you put, like, okay, let's say you do have Luke, right? Where do you put him? Do you try to fight with him, or do you put him on Tatooine?
I think you go after Maul and try to overflow or something. I don't know, to be honest.
Will's looking really good here.
Will's looking very good. I mean, Will would be even further ahead if he had placed out to play like 3 interrupts.
And move to Tatooine.
And he's got celebration canceled.
Wow. Jeez. What a turn for Will.
Yeah, this has been a real turn of events.
But Dennis did walk into that by trying to beat down on Tyrannus when he didn't have to.
I mean, I don't hate the play, but yeah, I agree. It's tough, right? I mean, I think Dennis's play right now has to be he has like a Luke and a Ray, and they can go after Maul and maybe hit Maul for like 8 overflow. But he's still facing down a lot of drains.
Yeah. Will's presenting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 damage worth of drains.
Yeah.
Now Dennis can satisfy ultimatum, but he might be shield busted.
Looks like there's 3 shields out. I think there's Grabber, Battle Order, and yeah. No, because
He,
oh yeah,
he
he played
played the Sith
Juju.
shield.
There's Leia. Leia to the
Throne room. Interesting. She does have a gun, right?
he does have her
Somewhere.
gun.
Yeah.
You could do Leia's gun, Anakin. I mean, what he's obviously trying to do is take control of the throne room. This will be tough though. These droids draw 2 battle listings if able to otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if
Even
he
if
hits
he
somebody with Leia's gun, he's still going to draw 2
he's
Destiny.
still gonna draw 2.
Okay, so new gun rate dead.
You have 2 droids drawing 2.
Adds a Destiny, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't really know what that accomplishes. I don't think he's gonna be overflowing. It's just 2. Anakin.
So 7 total for
7 total. Maybe
Dennis.
8 if he used the effect. I don't know if he did. There's an 8. There's a 3, so he just clears these guys back out. He does not obviously get to take control of the throne room.
Yeah, it's tough for Dennis because Will just gets 2 droids back, and
No, I think this is why we talked about wanting to play Invasion. as a couple Sam and Charlie are two of our new allies to make top eight played invasion for this reason. Like it's a very strong deck in so it really forces them to have to interact with you in a way that they don't necessarily want to. They want to interact on Tatooine. They don't want to have to come to these boost sites.
Okay, so we are seeing perimeter scan here to get an ultimatum.
Maul still clashed. We know Maul still clashed. Oh, sorry. I just saw something that Karen said.
You gotta imagine that Will's just gonna kill Lando here.
Yeah,
If
for a couple of guys at
Will kills
Lando.
Lando, puts the flagship in front of Hunter Falcon.
I mean, I
He's
don't even
in
think it's a
good shape.
kill. I don't even think it's a mess around. Lando. There's no celebration anymore. Let him drain for one. You don't want to throw down a couple droids and then get blown out by Master Luke next turn. Right? Just drain him for 6. That should more than in this game.
Yeah, so Dennis losing 6 to drains there. The one thing about killing Lando, though, is you can turn off ultimatum. What was that, Drew?
I was uh, top super results, Ryan. The only one that we know is that Greg's Sam is at N. Greg and Sam are both at 2, so they are both at N. Charlie and Bat Mouse, I guess, they just got some dinner, so it doesn't matter. They're both X1. So we half of our top 8 is set with them. We do not know the results from the other tables. I do know that Joe Olsen did win. So Joe is a 5-3.
So Joe in contention.
Joe in contention. But there's going to be a lot of X and 3s, right? Dennis is going to drop X and 3 now. And that was game.
It was the handshake.
That was the handshake, yeah. Invasion, man. Invasion coming on the map this tournament. It's some pretty good streamed outcomes. So I don't know where that puts Will. I believe Will is an X and 3 too, right? So that's Will's another person who's X and 3. Dennis, if you hear us, we'd love to know, or Garrett, if you hear us, love to know any results besides this matchup.
Yeah, maybe can we get Will on for
yeah, let's get Will on. Yeah.
Well played by Will.
Yeah, very well played.
Do you think the game would have gone differently if Dennis hadn't battled?
I don't know, because I think the problem with OP Muning here is it's not putting out enough damage. A long game certainly favors invasion. There's so many sides happening in that. And I do think that even if he hadn't gone for that big battle and then turned around and lost his Luke, like if he just kept moving, at some point, I think he's going to get the upper hand on the Tatooine sites, right? Like he's going to clear him off of Cantina with the droids. And then if you can set up at the swamp, and he's basically set up at 3 different Naboo sites, just one turn, suck it up through Leia, and your drains keep going again, right? So
yeah, and I guess you run the risk too of, let's say you run away to the throne room. Well, Will can just play 2 droids there and then draw a 6 and an 8, right?
Right. That's the
Still clearing
problem.
both
There's
guys.
just there's really nowhere he can go effectively. I mean, droids alone don't get through Master Luke or whatever, but he had a Grievous, right? He played it very well with his ability 4 guys spread out, right? So yeah, good win for Will.
Yeah, let's get him on an interview here.
Does he have an invisible hand in his deck?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. That's cool. Yeah, both 5 and 3. Lot of 5 and 3 SOSs. It's gonna be really interesting to see. Probably
conceded to him just to
at least 2 5 and 3s are getting in now, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 set. Dennis lost. But even if the other 2 X and 2s, Jeff and Hayes, won, that would still mean that there's 2 more 5 and 3s that get in. And it's going to activate the mic momentarily.
As soon as they tell me the mic's active.
Jared, first place would be whoever won between Charlie and Bat Mouse. I don't know if they played it out or not, but whoever took the sweeper played it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm going to give the my first one to Will.
Fantastic.
Can chat here.
There you go.
That's important.
Congrats, man.
There's a bit of a lag. Pat, can you hear us?
Hey guys.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Will.
Congratulations.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, nice win there, man. Played that really well.
Dennis is a good player, so yeah.
Tell us a little bit why you chose Invasion today.
Well, I mostly play, I mostly play retro, and Invasion is one of the first decks that I made playing open basically, and so I suppose the Tom was probably more of the probably put me on the track because just watching him play with the big Destiny draws.
Yeah.
I decided to play it to get big Destiny draws. I was able to get 4 alarm out really early in that game, which was really good because my starting hand had 3 Battle Droid blaster rifles in it, which would normally be terrible.
Not if you got 4 alarm opening hand.
Yeah, so getting 4 alarm out was awesome. Being able to get those back into the deck, and then I got at the end, during the game, drew a lot of big Destinies, and Dennis was not able to keep up with it. Dennis is also playing, his Dark Side deck is also a Battle Droid deck, or an Invasion deck with Battle Droids and Blaster Rifles. And I mean, what we found today is that it's really good against OB Communion decks.
Yep.
So this was the 3rd time I played an OB Communion deck. I went 2-1 against it, and the main reason I lost, well, big reason, not the main reason, but a big reason I lost the one game that I did lose is because I did not have the Gook at the right time.
Yeah.
And I got overflowed big time. So,
yeah. But you had the Gick at the right time in this game. I mean, Dennis went for that big battle. Obviously, kind of feeling like it was his way to win, and you had the Gick, and then at that point, spread out.
Gick is so important. I found that today that Gick and Hoojiks are just so important in games. If you play them at the right time, it's huge. Along with being able to spread out a little bit more when you have a Gick or a Hoojix in your hand.
Exactly. It just opens up a lot of options.
So many options. And playing a deck like this where if you have the opportunity to spread out, you want to take it because you can do some. There's some big drains with these Naboo sites. So yeah. But
and coming back with that sniper the next turn was huge.
That was quite the turn of events there.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to play that card, let me tell you.
Yeah, amazing.
So what's your record? Are you 5-3 now?
5-3 now, yeah.
Yeah, 5-3.
What did you play for light side today?
I played Phoenix Squadron.
Okay.
Lawful.
Yeah.
Yep. that so I think I would have been 3-1 with the invasion deck, and I think 2-2 with
The 0 hour.
Phoenix Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0 hour deck.
Nice. Well,
Yeah, 0 hour.
exciting.
0 hour. I don't know the decks real well in the open format, and
Hmm.
I like Phoenix. I like the Rebels series, so
Nice.
that's why I played that deck.
Well, obviously your experience playing retro ported over, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
obviously the cards are very different, but the fundamentals of the game are still the same, right?
Yeah.
Go 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Those are retro. I feel really good.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
well,
I think I did better than I was expecting today. So
Yeah, well,
congratulations. Well, we're
congrats,
rooting for you to
and
make top 8. Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down just to the tiebreakers.
yeah, that'd be cool.
So,
yeah, it's
yeah,
gonna be a
that'd
lot
be
of
really cool.
X3s, and hopefully you're one of them.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, Will, regardless. It's been a great run.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Cool. Jeremy, I
All
think I
right.
might
Do you
hop
guys,
off. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
do you guys know who's got like really good records?
Yeah, we know that. So we know half of the top 8. So Charlie Arlinson and Anthony Batmouse are top 8,
Yep.
and then Greg Shaw and Sam Kashima are the other. So they were all locked in.
Yeah.
Charlie and Batmouse were both X and 1, so it didn't matter who won.
Yep.
And then Sam was X and 2, and Greg was X and 1, and they're friends. Greg would have just let Sam get into the top 8.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, and the other two people on the hunt are Jeff Levine and Hayes Hunter.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeff and Hayes are both X and 2 too. So, and you beat Dennis, who was X and 2. So, yeah, it'll be
Yeah. Yeah.
be ex
Hunter
should
beat
be
me last
exciting.
round.
Yeah.
Anyone you're excited to face? And there's a question in the chat for that.
Gosh, I don't know. It would have been fun to play against Batmouse.
He's always a good guy, jovial fellow.
Yep.
You might get a shot tomorrow.
I get a shot tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Be in the top 8 because you'd be 1 or 2 and you'd be in the bottom if you made it. So,
Yeah.
be exciting.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
All right, man.
Well,
Good luck.
congratulations again.
Yeah, take care, you guys.
All right, so yeah, that concludes the matches today for US Nats.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I think
everyone, for joining.
thanks everyone for joining. I'm sure they'll post the top 8 in Slack room and on the forums as soon as they know. And Jeremy, I think we're doing this again tomorrow, right? So,
Yep, bright and early. Well,
yeah.
11 a.m. our time.
11 a.m. is not that bad.
And you'll be joining me tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll at least do the first round with you.
Cool.
Awesome.
So if you guys want to stick around, what's going to happen is Chris Schoenthal is actually going to be coming on air, and he'll announce the top 8.
Okay.
So he's going to announce it to the players first, then he's going to come on here and announce it to everybody.
Cool.
I think
So
I
I'll
might
stick
hop
around.
off. You'll stick
I'll stick
around.
around for
If
that.
you guys want to hop off, that's fine.
I'll hop
do
off.
it.
Dan, do you want to be on it for it?
Sure.
Awesome. Cool.
I'll stick around for it.
Cool. Well, it's
Okay.
good to see you guys, and I'll
So
catch you
take
tomorrow.
care, Drew. We'll see you tomorrow. I think
See
you're
you
doing
tomorrow.
the first 2 games tomorrow.
I'm definitely doing the first one, and I think if we need another one, I can do this one. So,
Okay.
and then Dan, will you do finals? Are you planning on finals?
Yeah.
You should do finals, and then I think like either Justin or Jeremy will be available for that.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Catch you guys later.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye.
Talk to you tomorrow, Drew. See ya.
Okay, so the top 8, day 1's final. Like, it's 9 p.m. out here on the East Coast, so 10-hour day. Long day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how these guys do it.
It's hard, man. But, you get in the room, you start playing, the adrenaline starts running. You make it through.
So let's talk about like what some of the stuff that we saw today. Obviously, we saw a lot of the Obi-Wan commuting. There was 10 players who were playing it. But the bigger surprise, I think, was this invasion deck that your team came up with. Clearly, it is a deck that has a lot of potential against the Obi-Wan commuting, which was the big
Yeah.
scary
So
deck on the field.
I think the Obi-Wan community deck really shaped this meta.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you saw, Bring Up Before Me, Invasion, those were two big decks, and I think the sentiment is that they have favorable matchups against Obi-Wan commuting. Not a auto win by any means, but I think that that happens when there's a one big deck. The meta
Yeah.
kind of shifts around it, and honestly, I think that's pretty healthy for the game.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the bigger surprise to me was not only that, but the entirety of Team 5 was on this Obi-Wan commuting deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the best deck, right? And they always just play the best deck.
You would think that, but I mean, look at this though. Like, looking at the track records for today, the potential top 8 is, I mean, yeah, there's Hayes and Joe was up there, Jeff is up there, Cal were up there, but then we have players like Charlie who was in the top 4 like almost the entire day. Greg was up there, both playing this invasion deck. Batmouse, like I know people. Batmouse is one of those players, like we jokingly say, like he has won the last few like constellations that he's been in, but at the same time, he just plays a lot. Like he's in the top 4 of the NPC, but this is his first in-person major where he's made a top 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, the fact that you like he hasn't been to a lot of majors, but this is like his first top 8. So, and I think I hear Garrett.
Okay. Are we getting show here? The announcement?
I'm not sure. Oh, that is showing though. Okay, so
All
I'm
right,
gonna
here we go.
increase here, 1 second. If you guys can hear us, can we get Chris on camera?
AJ's kind of in front of it.
Can you hear me?
I'll get down. Find out.
Who's on the table?
That would be AJ. I'm just gonna sit down right here. Is this good?
That's perfect. So,
Awesome.
Perfect.
how are you doing?
Doing well, thank you. Had a good day of Star Wars card watching. It was fun.
So I know that you ran the event today. What were some of the big things that you saw?
I thought that Invasion was surprisingly popular. I think people thought it was a decent meta call, so saw a lot of that. Obviously, the Obi Communion deck is the story of the tournament, but I think we knew that coming in. Thrawn maybe was a little underrepresented, smaller than people might have thought. Also, I don't know if we had any Prophet. I haven't seen the list of decks yet, but
We had
Prophet
one.
seemed. Oh, we did have one Prophet because I had a Prophet versus CCT Judge call.
Oh,
Yeah, it
very
was
good.
not great. I asked Gurgle to. He's going to put together a flow chart for the beginning of that matchup.
Oh gosh.
So, but the Prophet boogeyman, if you will, kind of got overshadowed by the Obi communing thing, I think. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so I got a top 8 for you here if you want it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So our only 14-point player at 7-1 was Charlie Arlinson.
Okay.
And then we had Greg Shaw in second place, Jeff Levine, Hayes Hunter, Batmouse Anthony Howard, and Sam Tashima. And all those players were 6-2, other than Charlie. And then at 7th place, we had Joe Olson at 5-3. And our last member of the top 8, also at 5-3, was Connor Britton.
Wow.
And so we had
So Connor snuck
Dennis
in.
and Will. So the stream match we just had, Will did not have a shot to make top 8, and Dennis did if he won. So they kind of knocked each other out there.
So the top 8 in order is Charlie at number 1.
Mm-hmm. Greg.
Greg at number 2.
Jeff.
You said, and then we have Jeff Levine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hayes.
Yep.
Okay, so those four are the number 1 through 4 seeds. So they'll be playing off against a random member of
Yes,
the
correct.
5 through 8 seed,
And
correct?
they'll be able to pick the side for the first game.
Okay.
And then the 4 through 8 are Batmouse, Sam Tashima, Joe Olson, and Connor Britton.
That's a pretty good top 8.
Very solid top 8, yeah.
Oh yeah, stacked.
Yeah, J Knapp in the chat has said, for example, like Charlie has gone first, second, first, and if he goes first in this event, like he'll be first, second, first in his last like 3 nationals, which is just insane. Uh, Greg coming back, and Greg's like almost always in the top 8,
Yep,
like
he's very consistent.
extremely. I mean, at this point, like how can we not say that Greg is one of the best players ever in Star Wars?
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I also like the
favorite.
symmetry that we had 3 new allies and 3 Team 5 members in the top 8, as well as 2 SoCal representatives, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really interesting one. So you said 6 was
6th was Sam Tashima, I believe.
so the other thing is, like you were saying, there's the potential tomorrow that like Team 5 and new allies are just going to eat each other up.
Yeah, no, there's some really interesting. So there's 1 of each in the bottom 4, and then 2 of each in the top 4. So the likelihood of matching up against either their own team or the opposing team is pretty high. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Should be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Excited.
to it. We're gonna have some real good games tomorrow. But right now I'm gonna go eat some pizza. So thank you for having me on.
Sounds good.
Thank you. So yeah, have fun tomorrow.
Will do.
So everything starts at
10 a.m. will be the start of the top 8 games. 10 a.m. local time here in Minnesota. So 10 a.m. Central time.
And you'll be announcing the top 8 pairings at 10 a.m.
I mean, right before that, yeah. I'll be posting it on the forums. We're going to try and get started at 10 a.m. But
Okay.
yes, the pairings will be randomized almost immediately before the 10 a.m. start.
Okay. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. And congrats to everyone in the top 8. Thanks for everyone for joining us today.
Yeah, it's been a fun day.
Definitely.
So you heard it from Chris. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, start for your top 8. Again, just to recap, your top 8 are Charlie Arlinson, Greg Shaw, Jeff Levine, Hayes Hunter, Anthony Howard, Sam Tashima, Joe Olson, and Connor Britton.
Stacked top 8.
And 2 members, 2 players with their first top 8 appearance, I believe. So how about that?
Can't wait.
All
right.
So we'll see everybody tomorrow morning.
Guys.
Take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you for watching.
See ya.